Hey guys.
Hey guys.
As you can tell, maybe not, but we're not in Mexico anymore. We are in sunny Southern California, our home,
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, yes. And why are we here home in LA?
That sounded like some kind of intro,
That
right?
was a very good transition, segue, whatever you want to call it.
Why are we here with my flat ironed hair?
Yes. And I'm actually, did I do my hair? I don't know if I did my hair today.
No.
I've been looking actually halfway decent, but I guess when I put
This man has looked so handsome,
Right.
can I tell you? And he looked especially handsome on the night of the premiere of my short film.
Yes.
And that's why we're here. We're super grateful to Derek Sprady, a series regular on Johnson on Bounce TV. And he's also the writer, director, producer of the short film I did. And we're just super grateful. He brought us out to be part of the premiere. And it was the most magical night. It was wonderful.
Yeah, she killed it. The name of the short is called Roberta's Rules, and she was Roberta, and she did an amazing job, had everybody in tears in the audience. And if you look on in our archive, you'll see the video of her actually filming that day, and she dropped a lot of weight, 20 plus pounds, and really dove into the role feet first. So very proud of you.
Thank you.
You killed it. So what we're gonna do on this video, we want to do a pros and cons of living in Mexico. We are finding ourselves missing it a little bit, and
A lot of it.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
also being back home on this pit stop before our next adventure, we'll talk about that in a second. We're realizing how much we've changed as human beings
Yes.
during the time we lived in Mexico.
oh yeah. So yeah, stay tuned to the very end, and we will reveal where we're heading to next.
So excited!
So, all right, guys. So here's our list.
In no particular order, we will begin with how walkable Playa del Carmen is.
Yes, we didn't have a car, and so we had to rely on our feet or public transportation, and our feet got a majority of the burn because we walked everywhere out there. Everything's pretty convenient. Your groceries, your food, and if you're a little adventurous, the movie theater or
True,
Yeah.
because we walked there once or twice and walked home once or twice.
Yeah, more
Same,
than
yeah.
twice. We walked back a few times, like 3 or 4 times. But yeah, so it's
Long.
very walkable.
Yeah, pretty walkable. And there's a stretch from, one pier where you get the ferry to Cozumel to all the way to maybe even Playa 70 something.
Oh yeah.
And that's only like 3 miles.
Yeah. It's
Like 3.5 miles.
Mhm.
It's a good stretch, but it's totally walkable and it's super convenient. And if you're not walking, taxis are really easy to catch. And we shared in multiple videos that going up to 30th to grab a taxi is a lot more affordable.
Playa is very walkable, and what's really cool about it, it'll help you walk off those calories from eating the tacos,
Drinking
and
beer.
drinking your cerveza. So you can. There's many positives to it being walkable. Trust us.
Yes.
And now we want to talk about the cost of living. It's very affordable, especially coming from the States, and especially coming from Los Angeles, like we have. When it comes to your rent, when it comes to your food, when it comes to going out, when it comes to this living period in general, if we drove the gas is still like $1.50 out there, if that.
It's like almost $7 here in LA.
Yeah, which is crazy. But yeah, it's just very affordable. Allows you to have a little bit more funds to enjoy yourself and not really think about how much it's going to cost to enjoy yourself.
Yeah. I've had a lot of conversations with my friends here in LA, and how we have just been struggling to just merely survive, to merely pay our rent here. It's really high. Anywhere in LA, it's really just high. One of my best friends just rented a 3-bedroom house, but it's over $4,000 for a 3-bedroom. And what you're getting in Mexico, especially if you're not, we were right by the beach, so we paid a little more in rent. And if you watch our video of both the apartments that we rented, we disclosed the cost. But if you're further away from the beach, we had friends who lived, past the highway, and they were renting a 2-bedroom brand new condo for like $700 a month.
Yeah, seriously.
Amazing. Amazing. So the cost of living, again, like Terry said, it gives you more freedom if you're not paying all of, $4,000 a month in rent, to go out to eat and to go have a drink or to go to the movies and enjoy. And the movies, I mean, forget about it. Here it's $20 a ticket. Out there it's
$20 for 3 tickets. I mean, everybody gets popcorn, soda, and 3 tickets for like $20.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and so it's a no-brainer. The affordability is one of the definite pros of Playa del Carmen.
Oh yeah, for sure. Another pro about Playa del Carmen is it's an international city. And we liked it because no matter where you are, where you go, you're meeting people from all over the world. You walk down Fifth Avenue and you're hearing about 3 or 4 different languages. And I think that's pretty cool because that brings like a different vibe and flavor to a town. I think that's why we love Los Angeles. That might be why we like New York. So I like being around a lot of diversity, and that, that builds a culture. And if you don't really speak Spanish, you can still survive because there are enough English speakers out there.
Yeah.
Even though you should try to learn something. Like I took Duolingo. I can't speak it, but I can. I can hear what you're talking about. For sure.
You can understand.
I can understand.
Yeah. Another pro is the delicious food.
Yeah, there's a good food scene down there, but you kind of have to, I think, search for it. And that's going up into the actual city and probably staying away from Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Ave has a lot of cool restaurants, but they're just very overpriced. So since this is a pro, we're saying there are a lot of restaurants there that have great food that, again, is affordable, even some off of Fifth Ave, which we found, because like our favorite just taco and drink spot was Tropical Taco, and that was off of Fifth. And but further down, not in the real hot touristy area, but it was off of Fifth Ave. And we did Taco Tuesdays every week, so again, in our archives, there's lots of restaurants. We talk about the Michelin star chef from Italy, who is very close to Fifth Ave. And very affordable and delicious food at Mia's Homemade.
Fire.
It was absolutely amazing. And the food is just great. And again, staying with that affordability. What's better than having delicious food at a price you can afford?
So yes, you must travel a little bit, probably start around 10th and work your way up. But once you get outside and get the local food and the local restaurants, you're in good hands because it's very, very good, and like she said, very, very affordable.
Another pro is the beaches.
Oh yeah.
My goodness. I mean, living in Playa del Carmen, we had access to the most beautiful beaches, and it's the Caribbean. And it was absolutely amazing. Not only do we have the beaches, we have cenotes too. And the clarity of the water, when it's not sargasso season, of course, in Playa, it is absolutely phenomenal. The temperature, the clarity, the feeling of the water. Talk about the beaches. The beaches are fantastic.
Yeah, and to find the good beaches out there, you got to go 38th and above, really, because below 38th are a lot of beach clubs and hotels and stuff, so there's not a lot of sand. But once you get to 38th Street and up, there's actual sand and room to move around, and it's a real beach.
Yeah,
so
check out Playa Esmeralda too.
Yeah.
Out that way.
Oh yes. Our beach we went to was Playa Pelicanos.
Yeah, it's right by Martina Beach Club.
Yeah. So that was where our little spot, and you can't beat it. It was.
No, it's free. It's public. They're all free and public. They are fantastic.
Yes, and the weather out there is amazing too. It's the Caribbean, so what are you gonna do? Like it's
fantastic.
It's the same thing every day. It's gonna be about 88 and warm and warm nights. So it's paradise for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
And another pro we have is the people of Playa del Carmen.
Yes.
We had a lot of people welcome us with open arms and made our transition very easily. They were there to help us out, give us advice. If you just speak to people, they'll speak to you. Like, it's a very friendly town. You'll get respect when you get respect.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the people were amazing, and like I said, we felt right comfortable as soon as we got there.
Yeah, we felt like we were building community there, and that meant a lot. And just like Terry said, everybody was welcoming, loving, kind. We made friends, we made connections, and we formed many bonds that will last a lifetime.
Look, we've talked about the locals. The people, the expats who also come there are pretty cool for the most part because they have the same mentality as we had as far as like wanting to go someplace else and learn and appreciate a different culture. But yeah, like the local people there are state of the art. They're beautiful. Yeah.
Like you.
Thank you.
Another pro of living in Playa del Carmen is the proximity to get to all sorts of other places that are absolutely amazing. We made Playa del Carmen our base, and we got to visit Isla Mujeres like 3 times. We visited Holbox, we visited Cozumel, we visited Bacalar twice. It was Tulum. Having Playa del Carmen be our base was just a great idea. It was really close and easy. The ADO bus was nice and affordable and comfortable. You get reclining seats and an air-conditioned bus with a TV. Most of the time you can't really understand.
It's all in Spanish, but you know.
It's all in Spanish.
But,
but I was learning.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really, really appreciated that. We also have the ferries, the bus, the ferries, all of those things. So affordable also, and the proximity is fantastic.
Yeah, she said everything. Like all those places where didn't feel far away, especially knowing how to use the ADO bus. So yeah, those places are all top-notch spots. And if you are staying long-term in Playa, we would advise you to take a trip to any of those places: Holbox, Tulum, Bacalar, Cozumel,
Isla Mujeres.
Yes.
All of them.
All of them places are fire. And another important pro for us was the Wi-Fi. We've been down there a few times, and this trip, I feel like the Wi-Fi was just amazing. Everywhere we went, every place we stayed was fast. Sometimes faster than our place here in LA, which is pretty cool. So yes, and because we upload videos all the time, we need fast, reliable Wi-Fi, and it did not disappoint. They have good Wi-Fi.
I think that the greatest pro for me about living in Playa del Carmen is how simple the living is. It's just simple. It's like there was no pretense. The energy was incredible. I didn't have to be or do anything to feel beautiful, to feel good in my skin. We talked about this with a friend we met there, and he brought up, and I think we mentioned it in another video, that you could feel good with sweat all over your body, and you feel confident and comfortable in your sweat. We've already experienced being home and being sweaty and feeling like how inappropriate it is to have sweat rings under your armpits, and how people are so judgmental about those types of things and what you're wearing and how you look, and how immediately we feel insecure with not having the right bag or the right car or the right shoes or jewelry and all that stuff. And out there I felt like it didn't exist, and that was the greatest gift I feel like I got personally from living there. I didn't care about wearing makeup. I didn't think about how my hair looked. I dressed for the weather. I dressed for me, not for anybody else. And, well, sometimes him, but I was free to just be, and I haven't ever really felt that here.
Yeah, Playa del Carmen gives you permission to be free, and that goes with your clothing, and that goes with your thinking, and that goes with your lifestyle. It's a no judgment zone. Like, nobody's judging you. They're only judging the most important thing, and that's your character. And that's how life should be. So yeah, it was very free, and Playa also just opened our eyes up to being able to be simplistic with our life, with our lifestyle, and being able to know what we need to be happy, not what we want, but what we need. So that was able to let us free up a lot of things, especially when we go to our next destination. We're giving up probably like 90% of what we took to Playa. So we appreciate that about her. She really opened our eyes to maybe a healthier way of living. Yeah, I think so.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
For that, we'll forever be grateful.
Forever be grateful. Love you, Playa.
And now for the cons.
Dun, dun, dun. The first con we'll double back on a pro. It's the gift and the curse, and that is the weather.
The weather. It was so hot this summer.
Ridiculous.
Brutally hot.
Yeah, it hurt.
It hurt. Especially August. Oh boy, it was brutal.
July too.
July.
Yeah.
Ooh, July. It was so hot that one day Naya and I just started crying.
Yeah, they did. They wanted to go outside so bad, and like some little kids whose parents told them you can't go outside, because it was like every day it'd be like 94, 95 on your phone, and then you scroll down and it says, but it feels like 105.
Yes.
And this is like at 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. You're like
8:30, because Naya and I would go to the gym, and if we didn't get out like before 9, it was just brutal just walking there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's hot at night too. You think you'll open your window and you'll see that it's dark outside, and my mind automatically goes to like there's got to be a breeze out there. You open the window and there's like nothing. You just feel a rush of heat coming to your house, and you're wasting all the AC you built up all day. So yeah, the heat, the weather was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, so just be aware of that.
Yeah, summer, hot.
That's why it's low season.
That's why it's low season.
Yeah,
Yep. It's
sure.
a little cheaper to visit in the summer, and we always have.
Mm-hmm.
But there was something really special about this summer.
So yeah, 2023, you were a beast.
Yeah. Good riddance.
Yes.
Another con for the time that we were there was the dollar exchange. It sucked. Yeah, it was. The dollar was low, the peso was high, or the peso was just high, and the dollar was what it was. But it cost a lot more than it had in the past to be there when we were there. So we talked about affordability with the pros, but for the time we were there, one of the cons was the exchange rate. The exchange rate wasn't that great in the summer while we were there. And then some of the prices in those touristy areas, they're just really expensive. And so you have to be creative. And especially if you're there, over a week, you can just walk off of Fifth. So, a con is prices are high when the exchange rate is rough, and also when it's higher season to live. And then the affordability of restaurants and whatnot, clothing, souvenir shops, all that. Anything on Fifth Ave is going to be hiked up really high, the prices. So just go off Fifth. Again, we have videos about where to get your pharmaceuticals if you need them, if you get sick, whatever, eating, everything. Don't do it on Fifth.
Yeah, stay off Fifth. I didn't tell you, but today the exchange rate down there was like back to $18-something.
No.
Yeah. And
it had gotten down to like 15.
Yeah, it was pretty low when we were there. So yeah.
7 months.
Yes. Another con about Playa del Carmen was the water.
It's not safe. It's not safe. Don't drink that water, and don't wash your fruits and vegetables with that water. One time, when we were there for like a month once, I thought it was cool to wash the fruits and vegetables with the water. I washed lettuce with the water. If you don't have a salad spinner, that stuff is not coming off. We got sick. It could have been that, because we were brushing our teeth with the water. we were washing our fruits and vegetables with the water, and we all got really, really sick.
We got humbled really fast by that water.
So yeah,
So you can't use you can't wash your dishes either because it'll leave because all the minerals are in the water.
Yeah, so you can't run a dishwasher.
No, you can't.
Because of all those minerals. When it gets really hot and that's steamy, your dishes will turn white,
Yeah.
and you can't get that stuff off your dishes.
Mm-hmm.
You can shower with the water.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about that. You'll be all right.
Right.
This time we were really smart. We didn't get sick at all.
Yes.
7 months.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just using all the precaution. And I can't remember the name of these drops, but they are sold in like a squeezy tube, and it's brown. It's a brown solution, and you add several drops to a liter of water, and you wait, and it makes it safe to wash your fruits and vegetables with. So I always had like a liter of water over to the side of my sink, and I would put however many drops to the liter, and that's what I would use to wash fruits and vegetables with. I also had like a vegetable spray that I would spray all the fruits and vegetables with prior to cooking or eating.
Yeah. So yeah, it all worked because, like she said, we were safe.
We were safe.
Yeah.
And also it's a pain because, you know, we're kind of spoiled here, you know, in the US, where we can wash our fruits and vegetables. We can even, you know, make ice cubes. It's cool as long as you're not, you know, like in Michigan.
Yeah. And my little things too, like wetting your toothbrush before you brush your teeth. Like, we went dry the whole time, you know. So there's just little things you have to be aware about. But yeah, do not put that water in your mouth.
And we had a water filter on our shower head, and Terry talked about that in like our must-have video. But it's very drying. The water, because it's so calcified, there's so much calcium or whatever in it, that it is incredibly drying to your hair and your skin.
It really is. So yeah, the
Filters.
water. Yeah.
The water, come on.
Yeah. And another con would be the soliciting out there, especially on Fifth Ave. You can't walk more than 25 steps without somebody trying to sell you something, or try to bring you into their store. And we understand, like, that's their hustle. That's how they're making money. But it gets a little old after a while.
And they have like a new trick now that they're doing. They're like, "Hey, remember me? I remember you," and confuses you a little bit, and then it's like a ploy to get you into their store and, you know, to create a rapport. I'm not really mad at it. I just get annoyed when people lie to me on purpose.
Yeah. So just our best advice for that is just to stay off Fifth. Just walk down 10th,
or if it doesn't bother you, you just ignore it.
You ignore it, yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, stay off Fifth if that's not your thing. You know, that's the best way to avoid it.
Yeah.
Another con is the tipping. They started adding that into your bill without you knowing it, and you'll still have the little blank line where you can add a tip, but you have to read your bill very carefully and see that it's not already there, because then you're double tipping. So yeah, that's changed a lot. And I feel like the tip machines start out at like 18%, 20%. So you can, maybe your service wasn't that great. You don't want to give 20%,
If you're a person who tips on service like we do.
I tip on service, for sure.
Yeah.
So
just be aware. They caught us in Isla Mujeres.
Oh, they caught us a few times, actually. Yeah, they caught us hella
and
good.
a few times. We're like, wait, we walk away and we're like, why did that cost so much?
Right.
That was weird. And, end up spending $20 more on our bill than we would have.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're adding it. So just read your tip. Read your bill.
Read your bill, please.
Another con is the plumbing. Ooh, it took me a minute to get used to not flushing my toilet paper down the toilet.
Yeah.
That's rough.
It's tough. It's tough.
And then when you walk into a public restroom and it smells really bad because the wastebasket is full of caca. Literally.
Yeah.
You're full of
yeah,
exactly. You're full of bleep. Literally. And So it took me a minute, and also even just coming back, it's so funny because going to discard my toilet paper, I would like look around for a wastebasket, and then I'm like, I can just flush it down the toilet.
Right. That's true.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So that plumbing is a beast out there. So
Yeah.
Just be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that we've gotten through all of the cons, we don't want to leave you on a bad note, because for us, the pros were far greater than any of the cons could have ever been.
You ain't lying.
We feel like we are forever changed, truly, from the time that we have spent there in Mexico, and we can't wait to be back.
It's a very magical place, and we welcomed it with open arms, and we felt that we were welcome with open arms. And like Carmen just said, it's a very special place that has a very special place in our hearts.
Yeah.
And we love the city, we love the people, we love the energy,
the spirituality of the place,
the culture. It's just a very special place, and we already can't wait to go back. Seriously. So just want to say thank you, Playa del Carmen.
Playa del Carmen.
You are beautiful. You are loved. Yes. And now the moment y'all been waiting for. Where are Terry and Carmen going next? Everybody's like, where are they going next? We read the comments. We do read the comments. And you know what? We cannot wait to say this. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting us through the first leg of our nomadic journey.
Yes.
It was been amazing, and you guys added to that.
Absolutely.
You guys added to making that first leg just tremendous. So thank you guys so much. So here we go. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to Southeast Asia. Yes. Where are we going? Where are we going in Southeast Asia?
Well, you can start it off. Where are we going?
We're going to start off in Thailand. We're going to start off in Bangkok. And then
Then
we're going to Chiang Mai.
Yes. Okay, he knows. Okay.
And that's where I get off the boat. I don't know where we're going. She's the planner. I just show up with a camera and protection. I protect her while she does all this stuff.
So we'll be in Thailand for a month. And the first place we're going, just like Terry said, is Bangkok. Then the following week we'll be in Chiang Mai. The week after that we will be in Krabi and Railly Beach.
Yeah.
And then we will be in Koh Phi Phi, and then we will be in Phuket, and then we will go to
Vietnam.
Yay!
I looked for it. I was like,
on the map.
Yeah.
Vietnam.
Vietnam, yes.
We'll be in Vietnam. We'll start in Saigon and Ho Chi Minh City. Then we will be in Hoi An, and then we will be in Hanoi, and we will take a special cruise in Ha Long Bay.
Oh yeah, cannot wait.
And then we're on our way to
The Philippines.
Yay!
Yes.
So we'll fly to Manila, and then we will go to Coron in Palawan. Then we will be in El Nido, and then we will be in Cebu.
Yes.
And we will be there meeting our friends who we met in Playa del Carmen. So we're just going to Cebu just to be with them for a few days.
They actually moved there in July, so it's going to be cool.
We'll get to see them. And then we will be off to
Bali. We're going to Bali for a month.
1 month. We will be in Bali for 1 month. We're staying in Ubud, and we are so excited. That will just wind down our year, because that will bring us to January, and we will be back to New York and then LA in
February.
Yeah. Why did you look confused?
You said January.
We're spending the whole month of January in Bali.
Yes. Yeah. And then we'll come back to the States in early February.
Which would be 1 year
of our
nomadic journey.
We didn't rehearse that.
We did.
It just sounded like it.
And 1 year of marriage.
Yes.
We're coming back on our anniversary, I think.
Yes, we
I
are.
think that's the day.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going next.
If you have any recommendations, our itinerary, if you have restaurants that you feel like we should see or visit, if you have any tours that you want to recommend, please send them our way.
Yes, we're definitely going there to eat. So yes,
Yeah.
please, restaurants, all that stuff,
All the
street
restaurants.
food, anything,
Yes. Anything you
look
want.
up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's going on, and that journey will begin at the beginning of November. So
Yes.
it's only a few weeks away. We're going to be spending some time in New York, so we'll make some videos there as well. We'll try to get back on the Taco Tuesday train. We've already scouted some spots where we can have some Taco Tuesdays. We only need about 3. It's like 3 weeks, so
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. And then we're going to put out a video we did about our time in Indiana as well. So.
We spent 25 days, glorious days,
Yes.
in Indiana with Terry's family,
Yes.
and we had a beautiful, beautiful time.
Yeah.
And so that video is coming up after this one.
It sure is. So guys, we thank you so much for watching our channel and supporting us. It's really mind-blowing that all this is happening, and we really, really, really appreciate it.
We're so grateful to you guys.
Yes.
We're so grateful.
Yes.
Thank you, and we can't wait to share this next leg of our journey with you. We're
cannot
so
wait.
excited.
Oh yeah, it's coming. Bye
Bye,
guys.
guys.